everyone to the Chasta and Huey podcast. It's like hanging out with your childhood buddies at a dive bar having a beer together. Through your headphones. Or better yet, they're like a security blanket. Maybe a little itchy, but still warm and cozy. It's time for the show. Here's Chasta and Huey. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oops, hold on. I forgot to do one thing. This is a big old party foul on my part. I mean, no, there we go.
Oh, geez. There we go.
Sorry. Details.
Woof. Yes. See, I'm so tired. I wasn't even noticing. That's bad. That's bad look on me, too. How we doing? Happy Monday. We're back at it, baby.
I guess my question to you is how you doing?
I'm exhausted. Holy shit. I am so tired. Like, keeping it real. Dan DeLay, first to chime in. Michaela Bear, second to chime in. We got everybody in the comments. I love it. Jump in. Let us know how your weekend was. My weekend was stupid. I will not take too much time because no one cares, but I just have to say.
Yeah, we do. We all care.
We all care, right?
I'm not going to cut you off. Keep going.
Friday night, hosted an 80th birthday party for my father-in-law. It was like a small wedding.
Oh.
It was a big deal.
Nice.
Had like a band. There were speeches and special guest performances and the whole nine. Catering event, tray passed hors d'oeuvres. Like it was a big deal.
Okay.
That was Friday night. Saturday, Cody played the San Mateo County Fair. And then Saturday night was Sydney's birthday party in San Francisco. That's like my daughter. So had to go there. Daughter, adopted daughter, whatever, you get the idea. So that was Saturday night. Then Sunday morning we had brunch because our whole family is in town from the East Coast for the 80th birthday party. So we had New Yorker / Florida brunch. And then on Sunday afternoon, we pretended, New York Italian. And on Sunday afternoon, we pretended it was Cody's birthday and had some friends over for a play date. We didn't go all in on the birthday party because I was trying to like minimize. It ended up being absolute effing chaos, like absolute, like water balloon fight, destroyed our backyard, that kind of situation. But I tried to make it as small as I could because, you know, we're taking him to Paris for his 10th. That should be enough. But apparently it's not.
That's pretty epic. Well, that's a thing. I mean, side note, privately, I got some Disneyland gift cards.
Back.
We got to plan a Disneyland trip, but I don't know. Like, I'm gonna like I was gonna ask, like, okay, if you're going to Paris in a couple weeks and you're going to Disneyland Paris, right? If I remember.
Yes.
So, are you two Disneyland out later in the year to go again?
As if that's a thing.
I don't know.
I think my bigger question is when would we want to go? Like, is that a Halloween trip? Is it a holiday trip?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Halloween, you think? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, we're down. We're totally down.
Okay.
But I will say after this weekend, Huey, and I want to hear about your weekend too, I am life maxing. We were just before we hit live, we were talking about like, what is this maxing thing?
Yeah.
3 major birthday parties and a gig at the San Mateo County Fair in one weekend in like 2.5 days. That's what we call life maxing. That is squeezing as much as you can out of life. And to the point where like my voice is struggling today. I'm exhausted. I didn't even fix my hair. Like I woke up like this. Look at this mop. Like what even is happening? I could not have cared less today. So that's for those of you that are the Chasta and Huey family, please don't bring your judgment to the podcast today because I don't have any tolerance for it. I love you. Hopefully you love me, and we'll just leave it at that.
Sorry. I kind of both will screen. No, our girl Thrashley is in the chat.
Thrashley's on the line. Where is she? Hold on.
But see, that's the thing. Instagram comments don't show up on our program that we use to go live. So I have it open separately.
Thomas is on. It's nice to be back to work to get some rest. Seriously though, Thomas, that was the first thing I thought of when I woke up. I was like, oh my God. Yes, Dan is on. Okay, so Instagram is the only one that doesn't pop up here.
Yeah,
it's
the Facebook. Okay, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on. Then I have to open to just take a peek.
Well, I don't know if you can see it now because Instagram have comment passed before you logged in.
Oh, nope, there it is. Shut up, you're glowing queen. I love you, Thrashley.
No, before that, there's another one.
Oh, I didn't see the other one.
Okay, maybe you can't see it yet. No, I'm not going to. Thrashley, if you want Chasta to say it, then say it again, what you said earlier.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it earlier. Say it again.
Yeah, what you get earlier. Thrashley, what did you get earlier? That's all I'm going to say.
I love Thrashley. She's such a badass. I want to be Thrashley when I grow up. I wish I was that cool. I wish I was half that cool.
Sorry.
What'd she say? Is it coming up now?
Hold on.
I filled up my car twice this weekend. Rusty Chains rehearsals all weekend too. I'm bleeding.
Yeah. Sorry, I just don't. I feel weird saying it. So
you are a man in your 40s. You can talk about a menstrual cycle. It is not that big of a deal.
She said she got her period. That's what it was. Yeah,
your period. Oh, I'm so sorry, Thrashley. It sucks. I just got over mine, but at least mine's still coming. So there's that. It's better than being pregnant. Every time that happens, every time I start, Jay is always like, it's better than the alternative. I'm like, touche. You're right. His kitchen's closed when it comes to having kiddos. How was your weekend? Tell us about your life.
No, honestly, it was pretty chill. Summer of Huey 3.0, the revenge tour, well underway now, even though summer technically starts in a couple weeks, but we started early here, Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
no, I went out Thursday night, last minute. Some local bands I knew were playing at Stay Gold Deli in West Oakland. So I was like, I want to check them out. So it was a band, Emergency Broadcast System, really cool band, fun band from San Jose. What was the other one? There was a couple other bands. It's just amazing. It's like these bands from the Bay Area or like, Modesto area, Sacramento. Like there's so many to keep track of now again. I mean, I feel like how I was like 20, 25 years ago coming out of high school, going to college and like just trying to keep track of all these local bands, local shows. It's very active. It's just you got to know where to look.
Extremely active.
Where to go. So that was fun. And then Friday, I went over to Spats in Berkeley. Really cool bar. I want you guys
literally never heard of that. Spats?
It's right there on Shattuck.
Okay.
Literally a couple blocks from the back end of the UC Berkeley campus.
Huh.
I believe, Jason's the owner who used to be the owner of the Golden Bull in Oakland. So in many ways, I feel like it's kind of because Golden Bull unfortunately closed. So now I kind of feel like this is the spiritual successor of that bar, like the same crew and everything. So
what a sentence you just said. The spiritual successor. That is really well put. And I love that.
You want to know where I got that?
That's not a Huey original?
No, it's for pro wrestling. I've heard that. Okay, because listen, you know me, I'm a big wrestling fan. I grew up with WWF, WWE, WCW. WCW used to be on Nitro. Nitro used to be on TNT up until like 2001. And so then AEW now on TNT, even though it's a different company, everyone's like, oh my God, super excited. Wrestling on TNT again. It's like AEW is the spiritual successor to WCW. So I heard that term like years ago. And I'm like, it's always in my head now.
No offense. I can't believe that came from wrestling. Like that is it sounds like a sage, wise thing to say, but it always comes back.
So I always remember that term when something is connected to another thing loosely somehow. Spiritual successor.
I love it. That's very good. Okay. Sidebar.
So no, it was cool. Party Force open. Our boys in Hellbound Pound were second. They were awesome. See those guys this Friday at Gilman, 924 Gilman Street. See them representing with my shirt.
I love that shirt.
It's like a Sesame Street.
It looks like Sesame Street. Yes, exactly. Oh, look, he's modeling, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Yes, work it, own it.
Go to 924 Gilman Street in Berkeley and check out their store. They have a merch store now. They have so many, like 4 different designs now. I bought them all last time I was there. But yeah, it's the Summer Fest this coming weekend, Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. Ton of bands we love. Stay Out, East Brothers, Halibut Head, Hellbound Pound, The Strange Ones just got added. It's so many great bands. I'm gonna try to go both days. Yeah.
That's great.
No, so who else was there? Shark in the Water played on Friday.
Love them.
So see members of the Merkins out there.
Yes.
And then the Vaccines headline. So it was an awesome night. And then
Vaccines, that's great.
Saturday and Sunday, I pretty much chilled. Honestly,
I was like, I'm so jealous. You know what? I should have told you to come over and help us manage this mini party.
Oh yeah,
we didn't have a bouncy house. You got attacked in the bouncy house last year, but we did have water balloon fights, so that could have been fun.
Well, no, actually, Saturday. I'm trying to think what happened. Oh, that's right. Because, Friday got a little extra busy for me on Friday, being on the air in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
Right. So what I'm getting at is things I was going to do on Friday spilt over to Saturday. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not to get super technical, but, from a workload standpoint. So anyway, so Saturday and Sunday got busy with that stuff. So,
can we take it back to Wednesday for a second? Because I just want to mention that State Line Empire played with Apocalyptica at Henry J. Kaiser last Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was such a phenomenal show. And that that place is so spectacular. It is beautiful. It holds like, my guess is between 15 and 1,800, maybe.
I saw 1,500 online. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And there were a lot of people there. I mean, when State Line started, which I think was at 8:00, there was a lot of people there. Cody and I were in the third row screaming our little heads off. You know, it's so funny. Cody was very excited for the event. He was very excited for the theater, to see Daddy play in a big place like that on a drum riser, like all super cool stuff. Right. But he freaked out about the merch, because the merch table was like super cool and official. And also, State Line Empire's logo was on the snack bar. So like when you went up to the concessions to like get your snacks, it said Apocalyptica and State Line Empire like above where you order your popcorn and snacks. And he was like, "Oh my God." Like that was his big deal. Was that State Line was at the concession stand. It was, I took a picture of it. He was like blown away. Well, it's funny what kids, get excited about.
Okay. So like I said, I've never been there. I lived in Alameda, the East Bay, my whole life. And I've never been to a show at Henry J. Kaiser. I remember it used to be called Civic. Now it's Auditorium or something. Like they kind of
Civic Center. It's like performing arts. There's multiple like places.
I was going to ask, like, is there multiple venues inside this big structure?
Yes.
Because
they were in the theater.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was looking online and like, they were saying, okay, there's an auditorium here and another room, and like this room has 1,500. And I was like, wait, is there multiple venues inside this one big thing in the middle of Oakland?
They had there are 4 venues in there. They had the dinosaur exhibit in one of them. Okay. And because Jay was sending me selfies, he and Scott were taking selfies with like the T-Rex and stuff. I was like, what is happening? As we were driving over there. But yeah, 4 venues inside, and they were in, I guess, one of the theaters / ballrooms. It was stunning. From what I understand, they put like $100 million, like something stupid, like $100 million in this facility. It is stunning.
I don't know what the timeline is, but it really felt like 20 years.
I think it was. I saw Chris Rova was there, and he said he hadn't seen a show there in 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because like I went to Laney College in 02 to 04, which is literally right around the corner from Henry J. Kaiser. And
it's backed up to, oh my God, what's the lake?
Lake Merritt.
Yeah, it's literally like right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, when the Warriors won the NBA Finals, the first one, and the ceremony was outside there on that street, looking out onto Lake Merritt. I mean, it was a beautiful setting for the Warriors championship parade ceremony. Yeah. God, damn, it was like over 10 years ago.
The last show there, Thomas is our facts guy today.
2005.
The last show was there in 2005. So
right? Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, I really remember crazy. Like for the last 20-something years, it just felt like there was fences around that, chain link fences around there, and like rebuilding, which I was like, I hope this reopens, because like I was texting Thomas the other day. I was like, my knowledge of that place is just as a music venue. That's where Green Day played during the Dookie tour and the following tour, Insomniac, and then like, all these other bands.
Pete was telling me, so Pete Franco was at our house yesterday during that chaotic party, and we were talking about it. And he said because he used to work for RockMed, and so he was working when the Red Hot Chili Peppers played there as the Oakland fires were burning. And he said, at least it used to be that one of those theaters or one of the venues in there, the sides could open. Okay. And they like opened up the sides for some reason, and you literally could he said you could like see the Oakland fires going as the Red Hot Chili Peppers were playing. Like it was insane. I'm like, that's so crazy.
I totally remember those fires, back in the early 90s. I totally remember that. I mean, God, the earthquake in 89, the Oakland fires, early 90s. Like I totally remember all that stuff as a kid. But no, that's exciting. Like Thomas was telling me all the other bands that played there, Pantera, I think Judas Priest, like the list goes on. So, I mean, do you know, is this independently owned, or does like a Live Nation or
I think it's Live Nation, because I bought my tickets through Ticketmaster.com. So I think, but you know what, Thomas, facts. Yeah, Thomas, bring us the information. I really don't know, because before State Line Empire got added to the show, I didn't even know it was open like that. And that's crazy, because we're in the know. But I will say that they were the first rock band to play there since it's reopened.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's really getting off the ground now.
Okay. No, I'm looking forward to see a show there at some point soon, because I remember like the Fox in Oakland, that took years to remodel as well. So I get it when you're like doing a full remodel, reinforcement, whatever you want to call it. Like it takes time, like from the foundation up.
Literally the ground up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
so it
excited.
is a Live Nation venue from what Thomas understands too. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So watch out for it because it's another great. It's interesting, we're losing some of the most iconic smaller rooms like the Parkside and Bottom of the Hill, places like that. But we are getting, like the MAB is back, which is a fantastic room in the city, and it's popping off. And then we've got Henry J. Kaiser back. So there's an ebb and a flow. It's interesting.
What's old is new again in many ways.
Yeah. Dan DeLay, I want to play there so they can tell me to turn down. You're such a badass.
Well, no, I was gonna say, but yeah, no, that venue, I can't wait to see something there in near future. It's just that's really cool that they have like all these rooms in there. So yeah, when you're inside the auditorium, I imagine is it similar to like the Fox or the Warfield, that type of setup, or
yes, but it's seats. It's like a theater. Like it's
no
like
GA standing.
No GA. No standing. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was weird to see I've never seen. Well, I'm so tired. I don't even have words. I've never seen State Line Empire sitting down. That was weird. But I will say there was a moment where Scott Proctor he threw picks and then a drumstick got thrown out. And I swear to God, people like jumped up and like dove on each other. I thought somebody got hurt. It was a little crazy. But for the most part, it was like a sit down kind of classy situation. It was weird.
I remember, was it Slayer played the Warfield and like fans were ripping the chairs out of the ground, throwing them.
I could see that. Yeah, that makes sense. If a real metal show happened there, I could see that.
Let's see.
1500 cap room in San Jose. Now there's a new outdoor venue I know of in San Jose, but I don't know the new 1500 cap room in San Jose. If you figure that out, Dan, put it in the comments. That's really interesting. Okay, can we get into a little bit of a topic because I need some help with this in a big way. Okay. So Cody is out of school for the summer, and it's now we're in the battle of keeping him off the screens. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, God, like when we were little, kids of the 80s into the 90s, we didn't have screens. Like there wasn't social media. There really wasn't the internet. The beginning of the internet in the 90s when I was in high school. We were in high school. Yes, you're younger than me. That'll come up. But my point is like, what did you do in the summertime? Because I want to inspire Cody. Like we got yesterday for this little party, we got water balloons. We got little water shooter things. We got this really cool thing. You got to come over and play. It's so fun. It's like a dartboard that's plastic and you throw like Chinese stars and like darts in it and it sticks. It's like a Dave and Buster's game, but it's in the backyard. We have stuff like that. We got him a couple of swords. But other than that, I'm like, how do I keep this kid off the screens?
All right. Well, so my routine from what I remember as a kid was like, sleep in, obviously, take advantage of sleeping in, get up, and then my mom would watch soap operas. And I would just kind of like watch some with her.
With your mom?
Oh yeah.
I mean, All My Children.
Oh my God. Yes. General Hospital.
Holy crap.
What was the other one? Oh, where's Tommy? I need All My Children, General Hospital. She would flip around, but really, and then like the talk shows, I remember like Jimmy Jones, obviously Jerry Springer, Ricky Tommy knows me. Breaking news. Tommy's here.
Tommy's in the house. Hi, Brother Tommy.
Mom would first watch The Young and the Restless. That was on after The Price is Right.
Okay.
That was on CBS.
Okay.
But she would always watch the ABC soaps. That was the only non-ABC soap what she would watch was The Young and the Restless. But the ABC soaps she would watch were All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital in that order.
Yes.
That's like 4 hours.
How do you remember that? That's impressive.
He just knows.
That's like 4 hours. So she would just she would watch them?
I mean, she would have them on the background and do other stuff for us and whatnot.
Right.
So I'm telling you, Chasta, you need to just take it easy and watch soap operas all day. I'm just saying. No, but yeah, we watched, Ginny Jones, Ricky Lake, and then Ginny Jones,
forgot about
Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake. And then, Price is Right. That was a must. Price is Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but you're talking about screen time. We're trying to not do the screen time.
Okay. And then after lunch, I would usually, Tommy and I would play with Super Soakers in the front of the house.
So we've got that.
Or the hose. I mean, the hose was just amazing.
Hose. Oh, yeah. We were big. Well, it's funny. Thrashley on Instagram she's talking about things like I grew up with because she grew up in the South, in North Carolina, right, Ashley? North Carolina, which I think she just went home back home. Dirt bikes. I had a motorcycle. We had 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers. So we were like, literally, we would leave the house at maybe 10 a.m. and come back. Or the rule was like, be home by supper or be home before it got dark. And we would just be gone all day. And it's not like my mom, we didn't have a phone. Our parents had no idea where we were. Well, we lived in the middle of nowhere. It literally in the middle.
By a bear?
Yeah. Well, we didn't have bears, but definitely some other rodent of some sort could have killed us. Well, they would have never known.
Well, for us, we would play in the front yard. So with the hose, get like one of those mini swimming plastic pools, a slip and slide. Or if you didn't have slip and slide, if you didn't have that, garbage bags. I mean, honestly, our parents make sure, in order to do all that, had to do yard work, like put us to work and do actual yard work, mow the lawn, all that stuff.
Now, here's a question for yard work. Did you have to do that or did you get like paid? Was that like an allowance situation that
my parents, they tried doing this like allowance thing, but it kind of stopped. It didn't last that long. We weren't like a big allowance household. It was more like our parents, which I love. It was more like, what do you need? We'll get it. We'll figure out how to get it at some point. Or, you know, you work and you earn that per se. You know what I mean? Like,
Cody gets money for taking out the recycling at the end of the week.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's the other thing. Taking in the recycle, that was our money. I remember, take the recycling. If I had enough, I'll go to the warehouse down at South Shore and Alameda and buy CDs down there. That was my that was my system. But that's the thing. Yeah, like the yard work, you just do stuff around the house. So when it came time when you need something, they would just get it because you earned it up until that point.
Right. I like that.
But using our bikes, that was a big thing.
I was going to say that. Michaela just said I'd ride my bike all day. So here's the thing. So like Michaela is in Oklahoma, and I'm not necessarily saying that like Oklahoma is necessarily all that more safe than where I live in Pacifica. I feel like Pacifica is a pretty safe town, but I'm nervous. He's going to be 10 in a couple of weeks. Like, at what age did you start like riding around town on your bike by yourself? Because I'm like, I don't know when I trust that idea.
Yeah, no, and I get it. And well, okay. For me, I felt like when I was riding my bike, it was more just outside, like around the block, around the front yard. I remember I would take a tennis ball and my glove and like play, catch with my brother or football. I mean, we had
a brother that helps, but Cody's not having a brother.
Yeah, so we had my basketball hoop in the backyard. We had a park around the corner. I would go. Actually, we have a school, elementary school on one side, a park on the other side. So I would go either one, shoot basketball. I was playing a lot of basketball, shooting around. So like it just mixed it up every day. It was like play catch with Tommy, basketball. I mean, some friends in the neighborhood, we would go to park and play. But no, so with the bike riding thing, I feel like, he's still too young to go like across Pacifica on his own.
Some of his friends, like yesterday, one of his friends who lives about 4 or 5 blocks away rode his bike over here. And here's the thing. I'm not going to go into where I live because that's not smart, but we live a couple blocks away from like a major thoroughfare.
Yep.
And so I'm like, that's what worries me. If it were just little like true little blocks here and there, that wouldn't bug me, but it's the boulevard that scares me.
I was what those little air tags, from Apple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you put one on him?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Absolutely.
Or like,
okay, so we got some comments to catch up on real quick. I was all over Salinas at 8. Yeah, but at 8, Thomas, you were probably 6'5". Nobody was going to bother you. I mean, you're like you're literally a Viking. So that's crazy. Probably not super. It probably wasn't super safe.
Let's see what's Scott.
And Scott Schaefer's on the line. What's up, Scott? It's pretty old school. I'm not even sure if they still have them available, but check hobby stores and see if they still make those models that you put together yourself. Oh my God, I used to love doing that.
Yeah, no, I used to go
motorcycles. I bet they still make those.
We used to have a hobby store around the corner. I used to go and I used to collect basketball cards, some football cards, baseball cards.
That was a big card thing when we were little. Yeah.
I mean, I tried to make stuff. I was terrible at building stuff on my own, so I gave up pretty quickly. But yeah, no, but no, we had a card store. I used to go there all the time. Pogs, remember Pogs got really big?
Oh my God, Pogs. I haven't thought of those in 30 years.
I used to get those, collect those a lot. Let's see.
Airplanes and stuff. See, my grandpa, he put together planes, and I loved putting together planes with him. That was like a big thing. What's good about it is if you learn about whatever it is you're putting together a little bit, plus it takes a lot of time so you can keep them occupied. Yeah, I mean, we did Legos for years and years and years. Cody has about 4 million Legos. I think we've burned them out essentially on Legos at this point. Pogs. Thrashley, you're not old enough for Pogs. You remember Pogs? That's crazy. Bonfires. I love Thrashley's comments because that's exactly how I was raised. Like a bonfire, absolutely. Like I wouldn't even think twice about it. I would like go take our motorcycle out yonder and literally be gone all day, make a bonfire, go fishing, make mud pies. That was a big deal. Like any of that stuff. Cody doesn't have any of that stuff. Like he just doesn't have access to it. Although I took him to the San Mateo County Fair because he played on Saturday, and we got to see the chickens and the turkeys and the pigs and the cows, and he got a whole lesson in the way mommy was raised. And we walked out of there and he was like, why do I feel guilty right now? And Jay goes, I'm hungry. And Cody turns around and goes, yeah, that's rude. You're so rude. Jay's like, I didn't say I was hungry for meat. I just said I was hungry. Hated video games when I was a kid.
Me too. I was never
I was outside riding my bike all over.
I was never a big video game person. I remember we never had Nintendo, but we got a Sega Genesis when that came out. And I would play that for a bit from time to time, but I wasn't like obsessed and like with that one.
And video games, I mean, he does have video. He has a Switch. He has a Nintendo Switch, and he has an iPad. So, I mean, those are easy. Those are what I'm trying to keep him off of for 8 hours a day.
I mean, I'm trying to think what else we do. Like say Super Soakers, that was a big thing. Bike riding.
Did you have a trampoline?
Yeah, we had a trampoline for a bit. We even at one time had it was like a netting spring, like you throw a ball and like it could bounce back to you.
Oh yeah.
I remember one time I threw that and it bounced and hit me in the face and like I had not knocked me out, but like I think I was it just rung my bell so hard. Like
that sucks. I hate that. Dan DeLay, yeah. So here's the good news is he said sounds like it's time for more drum lessons. Starting in July, like after July 4th, excuse me, after July 4th weekend, he will be doing rock camp. So rock camp will occupy his time from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a huge chunk. And then I'll take him to the gym with me 2 to 3 times a week, and he can lift weights with me. That's another good chunk.
Okay.
So July and half of August, I'm in the clear. It's really June. June is the tricky one. And we're going to Paris before the trip. We're going to Paris for a week. So I only have like 2 to 3 weeks where I really have to like grind it, get all the tricks out. So I'll figure it out. But you guys are inspiring me.
Oh, Rob here. We didn't have video games, but we rode our bikes to arcade. Yeah, like
we do have a new arcade. Oh, Rob, that's a great point. We have a new arcade in Pacifica, although he can't ride there himself.
But so around the corner, the liquor store here and the 7-Eleven down the street.
He can't go to the liquor store here.
But you could go in there. I would get like a drink or ice cream and then play. They had Street Fighter in there. So play Street Fighter. Oh my
God. Cody would love that. Are you kidding?
I mean, there's bowling.
Our bowling alley's gone. See, I grew up in a bowling alley. And outdoors on a ranch. Like we had nothing. We had endless options.
I used to do a lot of drawing too. I used to be a big drawer.
Yeah, he does like to draw, but he likes to draw from his iPad. So he'll like pull up something and he'll like look at it and draw. So I actually don't count that as screen time.
Okay.
If he's being productive and doing art, that's fine.
Okay.
Michaela said make him read for screen time. We do have family readings Saturdays and Sundays. We have 30 minutes of family reading. Send him my way. We can go do something. Michaela, by all means, knock yourself out, kid, but it cannot be on a screen. Okay. All right. Before I get into Disneyland, because I got to watch my time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We do have a Huey help that I wanted to get into if we have time for 2, but we'll do one for sure here.
Okay.
If you've got trouble, we've got the cure for what ails ya.
The Bay Area's bestie, Huey, is here with advice.
It's Huey Help.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I just saw... So I've got my screen here with us, and then I have the Instagram comments on my phone off to the right. So if you look off, I'm reading.
Yeah.
Thrashley's, I fucked some mud pies up too. Her and I grew up exactly the same way.
What's a mud pie? Is that where you just
make... Oh my God. So you basically just add water to dirt, make a bunch of mud, and then you literally make like mud pies. Like
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, no, we have
me and my cousin would beat the shit out of each other too. Probably explains a lot. Yeah. And I grew up with I had cousins right down the road too. So that always helped as well.
Is mud pie, do you eat it? You actually eat it?
No.
It's just
we
dirt.
didn't eat ours.
No, it's just dirt, right?
Now we did make something that looked like a mud pie that was edible with like Oreos, and you would put like gummy worms in it. It would look like dirt. Yeah,
that's what I'm looking here on Google right now, and I'm like, wait, you can eat this? Okay, no.
Yeah, you can eat a mud pie. That's a totally different thing. But yes, like that's not the mud pies I'm referencing. But
gotcha. Okay.
The mud pies that you can eat are really, really yummy. They can have like marshmallows melted
into
them with like,
okay,
dirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. Hold on. Thrashley, you didn't eat the ones you made out of actual mud, did you? I have to assume you did not. Okay, let me get back to our email here. Okay, so this email Thrashley, I was a weird kid. Cynthia, this was an Instagram DM. She said, my boyfriend is determined that I be friends with his best friend's girlfriend. But every time we've spent time together, she comes across as cold, rude, and completely uninterested in getting to know me. That's awkward. At one point, she more or less said she already had all the friends she wants. That's brutal. And isn't looking for new ones. I thought that was incredibly rude, but it didn't bother me too much because I wasn't exactly feeling a connection either. My boyfriend keeps insisting that I should keep trying because the four of us spend a lot of time together. He says I'm just being stubborn, but I think it's unreasonable for him to expect me to force a friendship with someone who clearly doesn't want one. How should I handle this situation?
Well, man, I feel like the boyfriend, okay, it sounds like he's already...
Sorry, I just saw Dan DeLay said, oh, no more pegging. No pegging today. No pegging conversation today. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it sounds like the boyfriend's talking to Cynthia and be like, hey, make the effort. And she's trying. How about now the boyfriend talks to his best friend, be like, dude, tell your girlfriend to loosen up, man. I'm paraphrasing, but like not as blunt, but like, maybe tell your tell your best friend, hey man, like my girlfriend's trying to be cool with your girlfriend. She's trying. I talked to her about it. It's frustrating. It seems not working. Can you talk to your girlfriend and ask what's going on? So Cynthia should not feel bad. It sounds like they're already talking. She's making the effort.
It's not all on her.
All on her.
Like her sole responsibility to spark up the connection. And let's just be honest. Sometimes you just don't have a connection with people. Like you can't.
True.
It's just like in a relationship, right? Like there are people that I know. I'm going to have to be careful here. There are people that I know in my life that I, in theory, would like to be closer with, but we just don't really spark. It's like we have base conversation, but there's not like, you can't be best friends with everybody. Like it just don't, it doesn't happen that way.
I know. And I have a friend too, and his wife, I just don't get along with. I
have a friend and I can't stand his wife. I won't who it is, but his wife is just not fun.
Yeah, this person I'm thinking of is more or less just rude, or is trying to bust everyone's balls, or it's just you talk like I might open up and talk about myself, and she'll kind of just make fun of it or something like that. So like you're right. It sucks, and it's like okay, like I don't care you're from the East Coast or whatever.
Yeah, that's not how.
It's how we treat people. Yeah. So anyway, no, it's anyway, yes, that's interesting mindset. I like, it's just unfortunate. I always wondered though, is there a way to find out something that she is interested in or likes that she has not shared to you, but you find out on your own, like a little detective work.
Right.
And then maybe next time you see them, you kind of bring it up, and maybe that will finally break through that wall and finally get that connection and finally have something to talk about and some common interest, or at least you fake it that you're interested in that thing that they're really into. Like maybe there's some hobby or TV show or some sort of interest that they have that maybe not a lot of people know about, and they keep it a secret, but you find out and you're really into it as well, or you fake it and then that finally gets to open up and loosen up a bit. Maybe it's like find that one thing just to break through, like that little crack you can just crack through and finally break through that wall somehow.
Can I be the asshole here?
Yeah.
Can I play the role of the asshole? How hard do you want to try though?
True. Because, yeah.
Like if I'm trying, it sounds like you've already tried. To me, in my opinion, you've tried to connect with this person. She's basically said to you like, I'm good. I think at a certain point you just go, didn't work out. Not for me. Like, I mean, I'm not, God, I'm going to sound like such an ass.
I agree with the other girl. I already have a lot of friends.
Well, Dan, You are a very popular dude. I'm not surprised. I mean, it sounds really gross to say that, but like, yeah, I mean, at a certain point, like, how many friends are you really looking for? Because I like to like keep my circle a little bit closer, a
True.
little bit
Yeah.
tighter, like as far as my very, very intimate, close best friends, I'm fine with that being a handful.
Yeah.
I don't need 25 besties, so I'm not going to like kill myself to spark up a relationship with somebody who's clearly less than interested. For my boyfriend, I'd be like, what? I don't know what to tell you. Tell your bro to get a new girlfriend. Like
that's the other thing too. I was thinking maybe at the end of the day, just wait it out. Maybe just be patient, and that relationship is going to break up anyway, and that person will be out of your life anyway. So
and you don't have to, and then you don't have a relationship with the person that you have to now like awkwardly end because they're, they broke up or whatever. I don't know. I just wouldn't try that hard. I sound like an asshole. But it is what it is. I mean, I think people agree. Rob said you can't force a friendship. That's usually organic and it doesn't happen if it's not going to. I agree. I totally agree. I think it's one of those things that either works or doesn't. You can't spark up with everybody that you meet.
Yeah.
Like there are certain people in your life that, wait, what was it?
I was looking at the comments here. Sorry. Monica's checking.
Oh, Monica. Hi.
I saw her at the Exodus show. She was too scared to go in the pit. I'm kidding.
Oh, come on. Okay, I was going to say, come on now.
Okay, sorry. Train of thought.
I don't push it if someone doesn't want to be my friend. Who wouldn't want to be your friend, Thomas? Come on. Like that's ever a thing. Of course, I would want to be friendly with the person who's attached to someone I care about, but you can't force it. Yeah, I think that's a good point right there. That's the difference in being friendly and being cordial and like, hey, we'll have a dinner and everything will be fine. But there's a big difference between that and then like in my private life, texting them like, internet memes or bullshit. Those are two totally different things. That to me is an acquaintance versus a friend. Like there's levels. There was this podcast or a audiobook I listened to years ago and I wish I had it off the top of my head. I can't remember, but I'll generically quote it. And it talked about friendships. I actually talked this on my podcast one time. I talked about friendships as in like the tree. Like think about, a tree, like your root friendships. Those people, very few people will be with you for the rest of your life. Like this weekend when I hosted my father-in-law's 80th, his childhood best friend, who he's been best friends with since they were like 5, was there to give a speech. Like there are very few people that you make it all the way to your 80s and 90s with, right? Wow. And then you've got kind of your branch friends, the people that hang out for a couple decades and then maybe they slip away or whatever. And then you've got the friends that are like the leaves, right? And they're there for a time and they're fun and then they fall away and it's all good. Like you just kind of have to look at friendships that way. They're not all roots. They can't be. It's not possible. Nobody has time to keep up with all your friends like that. That's
wow. That got me thinking about my life in the last like 20 something years. Who was a root, who was a branch, and who was a leaf.
I'm a root. I'm a root. You're a root. We're each other's roots. That sounds dirty. That's a social media clip right there. Like people would have no idea what the hell we're talking about. And I'm just dancing about roots.
But I was just going to say, I maybe, just be the bigger person, be the better person and just kill them with kindness and just see what happens. But like my initial gut reaction is like, okay, if you made the effort, have your boyfriend talk to his best friend and say, hey, what's the deal with your girlfriend? Why is she not like, it's just rude to say I have enough friends. Like I don't need any more friends.
That's not, who says that?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of said that in a different kind of way, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that I have enough friends. I think I like my circle smaller.
True. But exactly.
My tight circle smaller.
And like I said,
and I think part of that, and I think you'll relate to this. I know you relate to this. We've talked about that before, but I think part of that is like being on the radio. You really have to like figure out who's in it for you and who's in it for what you do or who you're connected to or what you can get them. Yeah. Right. It's like everyone comes into your life and they're like, can you get me tickets to this? Can you have access to that? Can you mention my thing on the radio? Can you blah, 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 blah. So trying to figure out like, if I wasn't on the radio tomorrow and I couldn't do anything for you or your band, I couldn't get you anything, would you still care about me? That's the question for us in our industry.
That is such a huge fear I have right now, or paranoia is like, I think I told you this, like I had a dream last week that I got fired and like, it just sucked. Cause like everyone in this dream was like afraid to tell me, but I found out somehow, and everyone was acting weird when my presence was in the room or something. It was a weird thing. But at the same time, you're right. Like, let's say, this ended tomorrow or working radio tomorrow. I always wonder long term how my life would change. Like, who would still want to be my friend for me, and who like, oh, you can't get me tickets anymore, or you can't play my song anymore, or you can't plug this anymore, or you can't scratch my back anymore because you lost those resources you had while working in radio. That's my biggest fear. And it's like,
well, it's a very real thing for our industry.
True. And then I worry, like, what's my place in this world after that? Will people still care about me? And
of course they will. The right people will.
True. But then it's like, like I want to go to local shows. A lot of people come say hi and stuff. And I hope everyone that's being hi and friendly it's genuine because it's for me and not because, down the road they might need something or they know I can help them with something down the road that they might need. So that's my biggest fear. It's like what my life would be like without radio, and like would people still care about me after the fact? So that's a whole
I totally relate.
Whole soul separate fear I have. Like like I said at the Exodus show last weekend, like will a lot of these people care about me if I wasn't in radio and like had the connection with the bands and the music and all that stuff? Hell, girls that I date, you know about that.
Too. Oh yeah.
My biggest fear with a lot of women I've been dating for years is just, are they in it for me or just in it for the fun time that I can provide for them?
The really rad +1 that they get, that lifestyle.
Being my +1 is a really cool thing, and I don't take that lightly. So
I know. We could go on and on and on for this. Real quick before my computer's about to die. I try not to worry about the people who might be superficial with me. The genuine ones are very obvious, and that is where I put most of my energy. Yeah, Thomas, I agree. You can feel it. I mean, I'm a big energy person. I pick up on people's energy, good, bad, or ugly, and so you can tell. Dan DeLay, we'd still be homies. Dan DeLay, I wear your freaking shirt. Like I love me some Dan DeLay. He is homie. He is homie. You can come out and party more than Monica. What was that in reference to? I don't know.
Just in general going shows. Yeah.
Stephen Kirk, I've got best friends, acquaintances, and random people I run into, and people float in and out of your life. Don't waste time on people who won't waste time on you. Absolutely. 1,000%. Yeah. Stephen Kirk is in my inner circle. There's a lot of you in this chat that are in my inner circle. I love it. All right. I have to go pee. My computer's about to die before I give away my Disneyland tickets. That was really good sage advice, Huey. We got deep. We got accidentally deep. We could take that to a whole nother level sometime if we ever want to, because that's a whole nother thing.
Welcome a little bit to inside my brain.
I was going to say, welcome to our private conversations. I love this podcast for that. I love that we do that. It's fun. It's freaking cool. Thank you guys I'm looking over at Instagram. Yeah. Thank you for joining us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, right?
I believe Twitch is
YouTube,
going. Yeah.
All the things. We really appreciate you being here. You're here for us, hopefully, and we love you for that. You're a Dan. You can't get rid of me. Comes with all jobs. I make dentures and kids ask me all the time. You make dentures? That's funny.
She makes fake teeth.
That's funny. I'll know who to come to one day when I need dentures. Hey, kids. Davey Love's in the house. You're late, brother. True, Scott Schaefer. Do we hear you P2? No, that's only on our Patreon account. Can you imagine? Not sure how many of my friends are just there because I won that $10 million lottery a couple years ago. I know, right, Scott? Yeah, I understand. I get it. Everyone's like, All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. We'll check you out next Monday. Have a great week.